Welcome to the Suboptic Global Citizen Working Group's 2021 video poster. I'm Nicole Starosielski, an Associate Professor of Media, Culture, and Communication at New York University and co-convener of Suboptic's Global Citizen Working Group. The Global Citizen Working Group was formed at the 2019 Suboptic Conference in New Orleans. We have a mission to discuss and identify how the submarine cable industry can better both itself and the world. This year, our working group is launching a new research project, Decarbonizing the Subsea Cable Network, with the ultimate goal of finding out how the subsea cable industry can reduce its carbon emissions. Our research will be housed in the newly created Suboptic Foundation, a charitable organization with a focus on supporting education and research, laying the foundation for a better future for our industry. We are also excited to announce that we will be awarded a startup grant of $200,000 from the Internet Society Foundation.
Hello, I'm Hunter Vaughan, the Environmental Media Scholar in Residence at the University of Colorado Boulder. Our primary research questions are: what is the carbon footprint of the subsea network? What environmental best practices currently exist? And what are the most effective ways for the subsea network to decarbonize? Firstly, we will be looking at corporate operations, which includes measuring employee transportation, building energy use, and examining existing green incentives and initiatives within the sector. We will also be investigating cable landing stations, looking at representative locations from 6 continents.
Hello, my name is Thomas Simpson. I've worked in the subsea cable industry since 2007. Currently now I'm working for Alcatel-Lucent as a project marine manager. I have a keen interest in making the subsea industry more green and more sustainable in the long term. I would like to take this further than a case study and actually go and get more data from more potential terminal stations to see what is economically viable to make terminal stations more green and renewable.
Hello, my name is Anne Pasek, and I'm an assistant professor and Canada Research Chair at Trent University. My research focuses on assessing the carbon footprint of global internet infrastructures. And so, in addition to cable landing stations and corporate operations, our team will also be looking at cable installation, repair, and recycling, assessing fuel used by cable ships, and identifying potential options for carbon cuts. For our study, we will be gathering data from partner companies in order to generate a carbon footprint analysis of the industry in general. Our study will specifically assess Scope 1 emissions, which includes power generated on site, Scope 2 emissions, which is usually utility power generated off-site, and Scope 3 emissions, which can be a really expansive list, but for our purposes, we're going to focus specifically on employee air travel.
I'm Jacqueline from TechWS. I'll be focused on life cycle of subsea cable industry and promote the public awareness by education and conservation.
Hello, I'm Anjali Sugadev, and I'm a lawyer with expertise in global telecommunications law and marine law and policy. As part of this project, we will also conduct legal and policy research looking into binding international conventions on carbon emissions, as well as regional and local laws and policies that deal with cable operations. In addition to a carbon footprint report, we will also compile the first study of international and selected national regulations that regulate subsea cables with a particular focus on energy transition. Our research results will be multifold. We aim to identify best environmental practices and avenues for improvement. We identify also cost benefits for greening, including long-term economic gains, develop plans for companies to adopt renewable energy, as well as generate legal and policy recommendations to make greening more economic.
As the deliverable outcomes of these research results, our team will produce the Subsea Cable Impact Report, describing our findings in clear language for distribution within the industry. A legal report documenting the analysis of the law and policy regimes, and publications communicating our research to key communities that will enhance environmental practices in an industry central to the global flow of commerce, communication, and cultures.
We are excited to introduce the rest of our project team, which includes industry members, academic experts, and environmental consultants. This includes Simon Appleby, Bruce Howell, Antoine Lecroart. Thank you for watching and for your interest in a more environmental future for our global telecommunications networks.